Hi guys, so we have 4 new Dreamcast games. I say new, but they actually came out end of last year. I ordered them absolutely ages ago, but I had some trouble with the shipping and the delivery, so they didn't turn up for ages. So they turned up probably 3 months ago, and I've just been really busy, so I haven't got around to actually trying them and showing you guys. So 4 new releases from Josh Prod, and they have been distributed by Rush On Game. So it's Rush On Game where I bought them, and I'll leave a link in the description. So first game we're going to look at is Ganryu. Hopefully there's no glare. Yeah. So Ganryu is a 1999 Neo Geo game. So this has been ported to the Dreamcast, and I say ported because it hasn't really been ported. It's I'd imagine just using a modified emulator, much like Breakers did, the previous Breakers release from Josh Prod, if you saw that video. So it's basically a side-scrolling action game from what I gather. Like I said, an old MVS game. I've not played it at all yet, so it's going to be my first time playing the game at all. Now, they come in these nice PAL cases. You can see their disc and manual and all that jazz. Manuals on these games look nice, but they're very thin on the content. It's pretty much just one page for the controller layout in each language, and then drop it on the floor, and then a little bit of artwork in there, but very minimal. But overall the cases look fantastic. You'd think it was a official release if you didn't know better. They look great on the shelf with all the other PAL versions. I believe you can get them in non-PAL versions maybe from PlayAsia. So I'll leave a link to PlayAsia in the description as well. Anyway, we'll have a quick look at this game and see what we think. So here's Ganryu on the Dreamcast. As I said, this was originally a Neo Geo MVS game, and by all accounts not the greatest, but I'd not played it at all before this. Here you can see the 2 playable characters available, Musashi and Suzume. I'm using the former this time, and I'm selecting normal difficulty. Here we get a little explanation of the buttons. So there's a standard sword attack, jump, a slide attack when pressing jump while crouching, and finally a chain attack, and the chain can also be used to swing on. Gameplay is a standard side-scrolling action platformer affair. Visually it's quite nice, and it has that 90s arcade appeal to it. The music on this first level is a bit repetitive, as I'm sure you'll hear during the course of the video. I do, however, quite like the sound effects. I found the enemies a bit annoying in that they'll just respawn endlessly and very quickly as well, meaning that you really have to press on and progress through the level at a decent pace. As you can see here, I haven't quite got the hang of using the chain to swing on. I pick up a power up here, giving me some kind of projectile weapon instead of my sword, which was pretty handy.
And here's the first level boss, which I found very difficult. I guess I'll be needing some practice here. Once you defeat the first bit of the boss, which is some kind of mechanised female upper body, you fight this weird disembodied doll's head. Oh, I died pretty quickly here. I had a few goes at this boss and didn't beat it, so I guess I'll go back to Ganryu on easy mode and get some practice in.
So there we go, guys, that was Ganryu for the Dreamcast, and I think that it's not the greatest game. I heard from some people who've played the Neo Geo version that it wasn't the greatest arcade game in the first place, but I did enjoy it, got my ass kicked, so I'll be going back on easy mode, as I said, and having a little practice. But yeah, an interesting one. It's nice to see a game on the Dreamcast that's not a shooter, because we've seen a lot of shooters lately and a few platformers, but none in kind of that style. So yeah, nice to see. And like I said, there's 3 more games that came with it from Josh Prod and Rush On Games, so I'll be showing you those very soon. And thanks for watching.